Hi, I'm Marilyn, and this video is going to examine the question, do we spend our time wisely? In this video, I'm going to include some self-reflection questions that we can all ask ourselves. I'm also going to include some wise quotes. One quote that really stands out to me is this one: "Lost time is never found again," which is a quote by Benjamin Franklin. Wherever we spend our time, we can never get that time back. So let's start off with this question. Who do you spend most of your time with? Are you spending time with those people because they enrich your life, or are you doing it out of obligation? A lot of us were raised from following traditions, but as we grow older and we evolve, some of these traditions don't always fit into our lives. We must make sure that we are spending our time following the traditions that we care about and spending it with people that we care about. There's only one thing more precious than time, and that's who we spend it on. And this is a quote by Leo Christopher. How much time do we spend escaping reality? This includes binge watching on shows like on Netflix. And is this a wise use of our time? I understand that a lot of these shows are great forms of art and are meant to be appreciated, and we shouldn't negate that. But we must make sure that we allocate a certain amount of time and don't go over that time when it comes to binge watching TV or any kind of other shows. When you don't value your time, you don't value yourself. And this is a quote by me. Lots of people work really hard at their jobs. And some people work overtime to accumulate more money for maybe the purpose of retiring early. Maybe they want to retire at age 50. So in their 30s, they work really hard and work overtime so that they can achieve this goal. But think about it this way. If we are neglecting our health, we're not exercising, we're not eating healthy, then if you're not taking care of your health now and making sure you get enough rest, then by the time you do retire at 50, maybe you think that you're gonna be enjoying that cocktail on a beach, but maybe instead you'll be at a hospital. Maybe because your heart is having difficulty carrying around a body with excess weight on it, for example. So it is really important that we take care of ourselves now, so that we don't try to get everything done as quickly as possible for the purpose of making more money and retiring early. And there's really no guarantee of the future. If we're working full time, we spend a lot of time at our workplaces, and we should make sure that we are doing a job that is at least somewhat fulfilling to us, so that the time that we're spending is also increasing our skill level and also helping us evolve as people. That it shouldn't just be for money alone. I notice in my experiences in the workplace that a lot of people take pride in rushing and doing things quickly, and they kind of wear this mentality as a badge of honor, that they can do things really quickly and fast-paced, and they almost feel pride about it. But this kind of work ethic also comes at a price. It stresses out our body, and in return, it has negative consequences to our health. A lot of people are rushing because I think the root of it is people-pleasing tendencies. I think a lot of it is a lack of feeling secure with who you are, and so we need to prove ourselves to other people, and we do this by rushing and trying to get things done as quickly as possible so that we can get approval from the outside world. Nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished. And this is a quote by Lao Tzu. Are you going down a certain path in life because that is your dream? Or are you instead going down a path in order to get approval from society and your family? Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. And this is a quote by Steve Jobs. I know a lot of people say, well, you don't really understand because I have children. And you would say to yourself, having children takes a lot of time. Well, my response to that is we can control the size of our families. We don't have to be having large families. We can keep it small. So the main self-reflection question that we can ask ourselves is this one. Where do we see ourselves 10 years from now? How do we see ourselves health-wise? What do we want to feel like within? In terms of within in our bodies, in our minds, in our souls? What do we want that to feel like? What do we want to look like? What talents do we want to accumulate by that age? What skills do we want to learn? Do we want to learn a musical instrument? Do we want to learn a new language? Do we want to travel? What are some things that we'd want to do by that age? And then finally ask yourself, are the actions that I am taking now leading to those goals? And if it's the case that it's not, the actions you're taking are not leading to that direction, then what can we do now to help us go down the path that we want to go down? Self-discipline is key to all of these, to give ourselves the time to enjoy things, but not enjoy things to an excess. It's about avoiding excess and deficiency. And we need to develop the integrity to stay true to our own word. Right, if you have any comments or questions or feedback to add, please let me know in the comments below.